mean, it's Little Prince. I don't think he would be able to, but if he does. Because I don't know what's going to happen. It's moments like this my pride gets the best of me. This is going to be a problem. Why did I agree to... Why did I think this was a good idea? Honestly, of all the things I've done, this is probably one of the more moronic. Thank you for the sub, anonymous gifters. From Jack Jack will appreciate it. Thank you. What to do. Oh. Nashu, I was not expecting company.
You know, you've been pacing this beach back and forth like 17 times already. And that's only, since I got here.
How long were you here for?
Enough time to see you pace this beach 17 times.
Well, I couldn't help but enjoy the view. I mean, it is a lovely night, of course. And even I can admit I can't fool myself with that.
Yeah, no shit. What's wrong? I mean, besides shit that we fucking learned earlier.
Well, the shit we learned earlier has definitely been an issue. And it is something that continues to bug, but I might have made a mistake.
What do you mean? What'd you do? Let me stretch.
Did you hear of the bet that me and Espoir accomplished, that we made?
What bet?
Ah, so you weren't paying attention to that.
I was too busy taking the doll guy and shoving him into my tits. So...
I mean, that's fair. Well, as... We were talking about his past life, and about how he seems to have made many friends before his demise. And, well, he commented that he could probably make just as many friends now than he did back then. So we made a bet, about if he could achieve to make that many friends again as himself currently. Because, as you know, he is someone who has quite a stick up his ass.
No shit.
And the bet itself is fine and dandy. And honestly, I doubt that he would succeed, to be honest. But if he happens to succeed on the off chance...
happens to succeed!
Yeah?
Well, it's the punishment I'm concerned with.
It's the punishment!
Uh-huh.
You
Can
see,
shut the fuck up.
you see, if Espoir were to fail, then we all get to have a wonderful drinking night, including seeing the little prince getting drunk.
Enjoy.
However, if he succeeds, I'm supposed to write and perform a song. One that would be about basically insulting and making jokes of myself.
And you agreed.
I admit I hesitated for a moment, but I couldn't let my pride got in the way. It was being challenged. I cannot just simply drop down and admit my weaknesses to him, especially as a baby. He doesn't even know any better. Plus,
Yeah,
it's
he doesn't know
Espoir.
any better. You do.
Plus, it's Espoir. I cannot say no to a challenge to him.
Sit. Fucking sit.
Give me a sec.
Here, let's dramatically look at the moon.
Yup.
Here, let me... You know better.
You're gonna make me choose between
At
my country
one
and my
hand,
best friend?
yes, I know, but it was my pride that was on the line, and even if I said no, that in its own right would be just as bad. Honestly, if I had outright refused and he kept taunting me, I could have possibly reacted right then and there. If anything, I technically prolonged the possible inevitable by agreeing. You and I were both already
issue
upset
is
enough
that-
that day.
He legitimately does not know any better. That's the problem.
I know. I'm aware.
Fuck.
I also... In its own way, it's sort of amusing. The little taunts and teasing that we have, but... If I don't push back, if I just pull away, we both know he's just going to keep pushing. It's sort of our dynamic. And in that point in time, it would not have been good.
Well, there's no use trying to stop it now. Because I know you're both arrogant little pricks.
Normally
You
I
both
would...
have pride as your sin.
Normally I would try to argue with you, but considering I put myself in this position, you have a point. You're right.
Neither one of you won't back down regardless of what is done. You just need to be prepared in case he does win. Because I found with him, despite him being a little shit, little princeling is surprising at times. Somehow he's able to pull off shit he shouldn't be able to.
That is true, and that's what's been concerning me about this. The agreement was that he had to make new friends. None of the friends that he's made in his past life would count, but it's like you said, he has surprised us before. And I don't know what will happen if he does.
Okay. Alright. to be serious then. Do you know what you were like when you frenzy? Have you experienced that before?
Unfortunately, no. I've never found myself in that state. I've been close. Very close, but it's never actually happened before.
Okay. Trying to inform you the best I can. Just be aware it's different for different people and the different races. Honestly, it depends more on the person and what you are. But something I found is universal is the need to hunt. However that may be for that specific race, it's purely instinct. That is what you are running on at the time. So, for some, it's more animalistic. Just feral, honestly. I think that's the best way to describe, say, the wolven when they're like that. They become a beast. Others, such as, say, I think for Sembu's case, he'd be a lot more manipulative. For the Zhanshi, they are hypnotic. He'd be a lot more alluring. A lot less moral. But that sort of thing. For you, at least, when it comes to those of the Fakuro, you guys have your voices. So you could be more alluring in the sense. You could get really fucking loud. You could be an angry bird for all I know. I can't say too much about that. It's something you really have to experience for yourself. Although I don't ever recommend it. It's not fun. But my word of warning, do not try to eat any one of us. I know it'll be hard. I know your instincts will be screaming at you to do so, but do not fucking do it. No matter what. Even if you have to fight with your very fucking being, even if you have to turn on someone else, do not try to eat any one of us. Believe me, I know it will be hard.
You have frenzied before.
Yeah. Like I said, not fun. Each of us have different kind of frenzy. Mine can be a little scary. I think it's probably for the best that does not happen, and we try to avoid that. It's why I try to make sure that I always have water. Because, in case you didn't know, when it comes to Jingu, if we're not hydrated, if we're dried out, we can frenzy that way. We need water. So, for the most part, when it comes to most Jingu who don't have legs, it's not really a problem. Since they're constantly in water, they can't walk around on land, but for my people, that was a bigger concern. A dry spell could be disastrous for us. Not much humidity. Water's dried up for the most part on land. The only thing left is inside the underwater caves and when there's leechery in there. Borza. I mean, at least when I was younger, I didn't have to worry about that, but after, it was hard to find water initially. Yeah, I got into a swamp, but as time went on, years passed, there were dry spells, and I could not see. And, it got worse. And eventually, it happened. And not just once. I won't lie, my memories from it are a bit fuzzy. But I do recall the urge to hunt. I can recall entering through the reflection, since there was humans that actually had crashed down in my swamp. And I remember pulling them in and tearing them apart, draining them completely dry. And that went on for a while. Eventually I came back to my senses, but there were times that I tried to eat myself when there was no food around. It's an insatiable urge to find, to hunt, to feed, to drain, and if there's nothing else around you, there's only one source of life, and that is yourself. And if you are hungry enough, you will eat anything. Luckily, I was able to stop myself, but it's scary. It's really scary.
Oh, God.
But, luckily, I have training for this. I have training to deal with others' frenzying. My job was to help the king, to protect him, and this also means to protect him from those who frenzy, and to protect him from himself if he frenzied. For the most part, I've had enough experience that if I frenzy myself, I can, for the most part, keep myself in control and not attack those who I am trying to protect. But I understand that others don't. You do not have that. You have never frenzied before. So if this happens, I will make sure you do not attack any of us.
That's all I can ask for. And if I do, and I can't control myself, I will trust you in knowing what to do. I hope you realize that means if you must kill me, if it gets that bad, please.
I won't have to. I know how to deal with your kind. I know far too much about it. You guys thrive on attention, on compliments. You're very proud beings.
That is true. I mean, it was...
All it should take to calm you down is feeding and, well, a shit ton of compliments. Devotions of love and praise and what be it.
Oh, when you word it like that, it sounds a bit more embarrassing.
I mean, you're like Harvey's in the sense where you sing for attention, and that's how you lure your prey.
That much is true. Even though, at least for me...
You're little songbirds.
Of course. I mean, at least with my songs. Of course, when I have to, I will feed, and I will use it to my advantage, but... I hope at least when it comes to my songs, I mainly use it to bring joy. Not only to others, but to myself. It brings comfort. And it helps at least feel like there's somebody with me. Someone who I lost long ago. The fact, though, that it could be used for this frenzy does leave a bitter taste.
It shouldn't. It's a part of you. I don't hate my gills, my claws. I don't hate any part of myself. Even my eyes. Because that's who I am. That's who others shaped me to be. Yes, they could be used as weapons. I am a weapon. So are you. We're predators. But that's what we're meant to be. So yes, your voice can do terrible things, but it can also do great things. There's no need to be bitter about it.
You do have a fair point. I'll admit, when it comes to at least my charm ability, I have used it a bit more than I probably should have, but usually to help lighten the mood if I'm not feeding.
Mm-hmm.
After all, I think...
It's a very useful ability.
Absolutely! Some of the best parties I've ever experienced have been due to my charms.
I wish I could sing. I'm terrible at it.
Oh, come now, it can't be that bad.
Oh, it is that bad. I promise you that. Okay, you know how we're supposed to have charm ability. I have always been terrible at it. I try it, send people running. You ever wonder what, like, a pterodactyl sounded like when they were alive? Like, when they screeched? Yeah. I got you. Yeah, no. The most I could do is scare people off.
Oh, please.
Or be ominous.
I think you're a bit too cute to be ominous, don't you think?
You know, I think the little princeling would disagree with you. I think I scared the shit out of him that one time.
Oh, please. The little prince, well, he gets scared over anything.
Well, imagine this. You're walking around in the middle of a dark swamp, and then you hear this ominous whistling. It's not comforting. It's not alluring. It does not pull you closer. It says, run the fuck away as fast as you can.
So you give off the sort of...
no, I can't do it.
Scary horror vibe.
I am scary horror vibe.
Only when you try to be.
Thank you.
Of course, I only speak the truth, after all. Though if you cannot sing, say we do happen to have this wonderful bar party instead. Perhaps I could invite you to a dance.
I mean, that I can do. I've only used these legs long enough. I should know how to use them correctly.
Then...
Although I might trip on the chain. Yes, that's happened too many times, actually. It's actually a bitch.
Perhaps there's a workaround we could find, possibly. Though we have a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to lighten the mood and then teach people. Because it looks like I have so many more people to teach now. Because, yes, there's a little princeling, but now there is the doubles. I think I would teach our god their own way of praising and worship and their rituals. It sounds like this, the beginning of a terrible joke.
Honestly, that is a really awful joke.
Yes, it is. But I'd rather laugh about it than cry about it.
That is true. Perhaps even sing about it, at least in my case.
No point brooding over stuff. If you let stuff, just hide it deep inside and let it sit there, it's only going to build and build until it bubbles over.
I suppose that...
Because eventually it will.
That is true. Can't help but ask, if this is about more than just the whole bet situation?
I mean, believe it or not, even if I am blind, I am very observant. Also, just so you know, this entire time she's been running her fingers through your feathers, low-key just preening them, is very relaxing.
Yay! Just sort of...
Yeah, sort of just tidying
chill.
up the feathers.
Yeah. I will probably say, because if you're doing it just from down there, I don't know if you'd notice, but he would have been very tense at first. But obviously, relaxing over time. I suppose it is hard to hide. Just this whole situation is stupid. And the whole thing with what happened years ago. Hearing your side of things in detail. It brought back memories and emotions I would have preferred to keep pushed down. There was a reason I tried to stay vague about my side of things. It would have been cruel to explain to him the details, or at least that is what I thought at the time. I mean, the cruelties of the purists in the church. It's not like they just annihilated us because of their holier art than thou goals. It's not like they were just killing us off. No, there was torture. They did awful things. And they enjoyed it. I'm sure you're aware that when it comes to us Fakuro, one of our great prides is our feathers.
I'm very aware.
Imagine having that stripped away from you. Bit by bit. Slowly. For hours. And I hadn't even matured. So there was a lot of pain and blood. They couldn't have just killed me off. Instead, they had just kept me there. It was nothing but pain in that for hours until my mother came in. I had already been completely plucked, but at least she took me from their grasp and we ran. Ran for so long until it was fuzzy. But I remember being put down somewhere. Her arms slipping from around me. Fading footsteps. And then screams. That was the last thing I heard before I passed out. It was horrible. They took everything from me, my people. My feathers, my pride. My mother. I was honestly sure for the longest time they were going to have taken my flight. They almost did, too. I was lucky that they all grew back before I matured. Otherwise, it would have been too late. How could I have possibly told them all this? Told those who didn't experience the tortures, the horror of it, because they had already disappeared. How could I have told Espoir, who was an infant compared to us? So new to the world. I couldn't.
I wish that he had the option to stay ignorant. I wish he had the opportunity to be able to grow just like any of us. And yet, this hollow, this spirit that gave him this body already in maturity and this impossible task to do. He doesn't get a chance. He knows nothing. And yet he's expected to do this. So I'm sorry, but he doesn't have the opportunity to be ignorant. I wish he did. But I don't think any of us are ignorant. Yes, some of them have not seen the same horrors that you and I have. But you and I are older. I don't want them to see those horrors. I don't want them to have to live through them and experience it. But the only way we can make sure they don't, to make sure others never have to go through that again, is to do the impossible. And he's at the center of it.
I honestly pity him.
Oh, I crashed.
No!
I'll be back.
No! Well, just gonna stare at the moon. She looks like Dark Zelda. The anchor thing dancing around is killing any attempt as serious as this conversation can have. Honestly, I'm not really paying too much attention to it, so I'm fine.
Listen, bro. VR chat do be hating me, though.
I cry. That is so good.
Nashu and Jinzo, the unexpected fucking duo.
I know, right? Fuck yeah, let's go. I mean, to be fair, at the same time, I was not expecting myself to be in this position this soon, but here we are.
Listen, I was expecting to be the comic relief / fucking slut. Not serious work. Fucking serious teacher fucking role.
It's like, what
Oh
the
shit, I have the teacher role. I'm gonna die. Fuck.
fuck?
Well,
No!
my fate.
No! You're not allowed. It's not allowed.
Ray, I'm the teacher role.
No,
You know
not
what that
allowed.
means?
No, no, you hush. No.
Ray, for the protagonist's, fucking progression, I need to die. You know the rules. And
And so do I. Bro, can I also say the viewer in my stream, Pecky, which by the way, hi Pecky, has said the following. She looks like Dark Zelda. The anchor thing dancing around is killing any attempt of seriousness this conversation can have. And your friend is right. Do the slut thing.
Listen, there's canonical reason why the anchor does that.
There you go, Pecky. There's an actual canonical reason.
Mm-hmm. The anchor is basically enchanted by the enemies, which are the purists, and she cannot take it off.
She cucked.
And that shit is literally, if it gets... It has a passive where basically it does its own shit. It basically almost has like a mind of its own.
Woo!
But if that shit does get activated, that will immediately dig into the nearest fucking, hard, solid object it can to make it so I can't fucking move. Luckily, it's not activated right now.
Thank God! Pecky says chop off the legs. Roleplay is a handicapped elf.
I'm already fucking blind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's already blind.
I'm already handicapped. And I ain't an elf. I'm a fish.
I was gonna say, she ain't an elf though. What the fuck?
Where are my elf ears? I'm a fish.
You fish. Little blub,
Would you
blub
prefer for me to
fish.
suddenly have privilege and be white?
No! No! Don't you dare. Don't you do it. Don't you dare.
Wow, look, suddenly privilege.
No!
Anyway, let me sit the fuck back
You and your
down.
goddamn privilege.
Damn right.
God damn.
One thing Brandy doesn't have.
No!
For 2 reasons. He's black and he's a child. You'll be fine. Twitch won't hurt you. Not yet.
Twitch, please.
I've said worse things. I've said worse shit. Don't worry.
I know you said worse. I have been there for some of that worse.
Anyway, get the fuck over here.
There we go. Sorry, hold on. I was like fixing my face because I realized I had the wrong toggle
'Cause
on.
I was on
There we go.
I was on flat ground with you.
Eh,
There we go.
eh,
Also,
eh.
mutant call.
My bad. Sorry about that. E.
Anyway, you were saying.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what the fuck I was saying.
I was talking about how we're the oldest. I don't want them to see the horrors we've gone through, but at this point, Espoir is at the center of it all.
Yeah. Okay. I know you're right. He's just of all the things he had to be reincarnated to, he had to get involved with this. And worst of all, not only does he have to be involved with it, he has to apparently lead it. I mean, half the time he doesn't even know what he's doing. And he wonders why we dub him the Little Prince. Though
That's why we have to teach him. He doesn't know.
I assume this also means I have to tell him, eventually. Is that what you're leading to?
I'm not going to force you to do anything. I understand what you went through. I understand how hard it can be to talk about it. You carry your own baggage and you handle it in your own way. If you feel like you're ready to tell the others, then go ahead. But I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm open about what I've been through for my own reasons. It's how I deal with it.
I will admit, you are definitely stronger than I to be so open about what happened. I will tell them when I'm ready. Though I can't imagine it would be a good time to tell them during this whole bet. After all, if I were to just reopen those wounds only to possibly lose this bet, then that sounds like it would be a disaster.
I feel like sometime soon we should come together and I should really tell him about what frenzy is and how it works. Because if he's going to be the king, this is definitely something he needs to know.
It would be important. And even for the others, if they're not fully educated on it. All the more reason for us to talk about it.
We're surrounded by children.
You're right about that one. How did we end up being the adults in this situation?
Well, we're the survivors.
I suppose so.
We're the strong ones here. Amber and Sunbu. For them, I suppose it was simply just luck. Or perhaps fate. To not be there at the time. I don't think they would have survived otherwise. Amber, at the time, she would have been so young. And from what I've heard, not even far enough in her tutelage to even be able to put up a fight. And for Senbu, he's community-based. If he was there, he would have fought till he died. Even if he couldn't do anything. Would have been better than being alone.
I'd hate to think about what would have happened. I mean, even with my people, the only reason they were able to catch us so quickly was they caught us during an event. It was a competition of sorts, a gathering we do. Otherwise, we would have all been scattered. Would have made it more difficult. They knew what they were doing. And Amber
I still don't know how.
I don't either.
All of our stories, they had the perfect way to combat all of us. They knew exactly what to do, where to go, and when to do it. A lot of your places aren't exactly public knowledge. For the most part, they're relatively well hidden, especially Savielka. Hell, mine was in the middle of spirit territory. So, for them to know exactly where to go, when to go, and what things they would need to bring with them to cause actual damage. I think that's probably one of my biggest questions. That's what I want to find out.
And hopefully we
I
can...
want to know if there was a traitor.
If there is a traitor, and if he's still alive, he will face our wrath.
There's only one kind of being that I could even think of doing this. And I suppose that worries me the most. If one of them are still alive.
One of who?
You know of the Dokubai, correct?
Out of RP, which one's a Togepi?
The gift givers. Relatively rare. Very few in number.
Ah, okay. I am aware of their existence and whatnot, though I don't know too much about them. I know they were very rare, usually.
There wasn't a lot of them. But they were an extremely powerful clan. They came in different shapes. Relatively small. Did I crash again? I did. God fucking damn it.
No!
What is going on? Be right back.
God damn it! I am getting lore here! Stop cock-blocking me, VR chat!
Why
Fuck!
do I keep fucking crashing? What do you want?
VR chat's
What do you want?
cock-blocking me from my lore!
Yes, give me more, Daddy.
What the fuck? Where? Where did you get that? Where did
I
you
didn't
get
do
that?
it.
Who did it? And where did they get it?
I mean, you have enough streams.
I know,
you have enough
but
streams.
I
We got it from those.
I want to know. Don't you leave this conversation! Who did it?
Huh?
Who did it? And where did they get it from?
Huh? Who has been the one who's been making them? There is a correct answer here.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
Hehehe. Anyways, I'm gonna go vent.
Dead man. But yeah, no, VR check, can you not cock block? I'm getting lore. I am trying to get that juicy, sweet, sweet, succulent lore.
Oh, listen, man, I'm trying.
I know.
Now VRChat doesn't want to open.
No!
Give
Don't.
me a minute. If this should keep going, I'm going to just restart Steam VR.
Okay. I'm gonna get a sippy sip from my Baja. Excuse me. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go to the beach. Let's go get away. I'm like seeing a few things from a distance, but I don't know if that's actually like something or if that's just, I don't know, like a glitch or something. I don't know. That's very far, though. So what the fuck is this? Why is there, like, just this lone... Oh, it's a shell. It's a white shell, though. Compared to, like, these fucking rocks and shit.
So irritating.
The what?
I said, God, it's so irritating.
Yeah, a bit.
Why crash?
Why? I'm shocked I haven't crashed yet.
What's stream saying?
Let me see. Stream's been quiet, so I don't know. Pecky might have stepped away.
Yeah.
I will get my lore. Lore! I believe we were like around here. Yeah. Excuse me.
There we go.
By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea, you and me, oh how happy we'll be. Da 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 da, rolling in, duck or swim.
Why is
Da da
OBR
da
not
da da
working?
da da da, over and under. So now what do we care? By the seaside, by the beautiful sea. Oh, give me the conversation juice and I will talk, says Becky.
Bitch. As viewers. Fuck, what was I talking about?
Okay, hold on. Fuck! Oh, we were talking about, the gift givers.
Yes. Okay, yes. Take it away.
Hold on,
So-
double miking.
Alright. We're ready. So, the Dokave usually came in different shapes, but were usually small, fluffy. They usually have qualities of different animals, but are always very feeble looking. I suppose some would call them cute, but they would always give off a very unsettling feeling. And they don't hunt in the normal sense. They are one of the very, very few of us who can feed off us. Technically. What they would do is they would make deals. They're known as the gift givers because, in turn for life force, they could give you power. Increase strength, speed, basically help further unlock your natural capabilities. And in turn, they would take your life force. But to do this, they would have to be attached to you. So it would be basically like a deal. A symbiotic relationship. But it's not just us. They can do this with. They could do this with other creatures as well. Did you ever wonder how the legend Orga came to exist?
Admittedly, not. It was... I guess it's something that just never came to mind.
Well, the legend Orga are a collective of those who have made deals with the Dokkaebi. Say, for example, a human makes a deal with them. The Dokkaebi will give them power, and in turn they'll take their life force. And there would only be really 3 fates left for them. The human would either die when the deal is done. The human would slowly turn into a being much like us, made of the same thing we are, gain new features, but not really quite fit in. For example, let's see, what's a good example? Ah yes, the Phoenix, Legend Orga. Much like Fukuro, but they're completely based off of the Firebird of Legend. That would be because a creature, not one of our races, made a deal with a Dokkaebi. And eventually, over time, they too needed to feast off of life force. That's how they came to exist. But in turn, for the most part, they cannot reproduce the same way. When it comes to the Legend Orga, they were a clan of misfits. They could basically be ones to help other races adapt. Say, for example, possibly at some point, a Harpy Legend Orga got together for Kuro. And their offspring would be Fukuro, but they would have greater ability in their song capabilities. Hell, my people at some point got with a Legend Orga, and now I have legs. That's how they adapted. Gained new traits, but Legend Orga cannot breed amongst themselves. They can only help other races breed. But they themselves can't repopulate. The only ones who could do that would be the Dokkaebi. What I haven't mentioned is the third fate. See, most would die, and rare few would become Legend Orga, but there was exceptions. You've heard possibly horror stories to spook you when you were a small kid about night crawlers, right?
Of
Scare you to
course.
go to sleep. They're not just myths.
What?
When a Dokkaebi makes a deal with anyone, there's always the chance that it gets corrupted. That they get corrupted. And the need to feed is so intense that they feed on the most thriving sources of energy. Not spirits, but us. I fucking crashed again. God fucking damn it. Why is it keep crashing? My headset is literally keep fucking, blanks out. So all I can see is a still screen.
Yeah. Feed up for now. Do it now. Eat the heart.
Man, this bot is going to have a lot of editing.
Rip. Also, chat has so far has said, feed off for now. Do it now. Eat the heart. The precious, delicious heart.
Give it a good suck.
Man, what is going on?
I don't know.
Ah!
Why is it doing this? It's like that time when we were fucking doing the Land of Forgotten scene and I crashed like 7 fucking times.
Oh, God.
Like, everything's fine. Everything then, like, goes, like, stutters for a second, and then my headset is stuck on a single picture, no matter where I turn my head. It doesn't black out or anything. I just can't see anymore.
Man, that's weird. It's just weird because there's a lot of tech issues with different people going on. It's like the coincidence. That's what I was asking, because I remember before I had asked if you and Dimmy had the same, provider.
Well, I sent him a DM and asked him, and he said he doesn't know. He'll ask when he gets home, but he still hasn't answered.
Damn it!
God, I'm trying to do lore. You're the first person who's going to fucking be told about the whole Nightcrawlers being real.
Finally! Finally! And the scary part is considering what's happening.
Yeah, this is
now
why she's fucking telling you. Because I haven't even gotten to the point of the other way. Someone can become a Nightcrawler, which is what's going to freak you the fuck out.
Yep. Oh boy.
You're about to be really fucking afraid.
There you are.
You know not to fear.
You know not to fear.
Let me show it to you. God, I've made this trek like 5 times now. Eh.
I see, where was the spot? The spot we had before.
Honestly, you should just stop fucking moving so I can just slide back into place.
I can't help it. Like, I just start wandering.
Ugh, this is so shit.
It's fine.
Wait, yeah, we were in front of the rocks. I don't think we were all the way back there. We're like here or so.
There we go.
Yeah. Gosh.
Then there's
Okay.
my feathers.
Let's just get through this fucking scene, man.
I want my lore.
You know what, fuck it. I'm turning my body to face this fucking fan. Cool my fucking headset. Stop dying. Are you overheating? I hope not. I'm turning up the fan. You're about to hear wind, but you know what? Fuck it. We go. Oh, yeah.
Beep.
Enjoy the wind. For the sake of RP, it's suddenly windy.
Yep, that's fine. That's atmosphere, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright. Where was I? I was talking about Nightcrawlers. You were horrified. There we go. Okay. RP card back up, then... Yeah, they're real. It's rare that it would happen. But there was always the chance of corruption. And those individuals would begin to thirst Not for spirits, but for us. They're very scary. Honestly, all these nightmare bedtime stories are used to spook kids. There's a reason why they were always told that. The Dokkaebi could make the night crawlers, but there is another way. What can start the corruption is if we feed on each other. That's why when one of us goes into frenzy, it is such a big deal. It is why when you tried to eat Espoir, I stopped you.
Holy shit.
It's why when you're a little kid, you're warned never to try it. Even if most don't know why these bedtime stories exist, I think it's more a moral thing, but it's to make sure you don't become a monster. Don't become the boogeyman, if you will. Because night crawlers are a bit different than us. Like the Dokkaebi, they feed on us in a different way. Their hunger doesn't stop. It's constant and perpetual. They eat nothing else but us. And it doesn't matter if they starve. No matter what, if they can catch scent of one of us, doesn't matter how far you go, they keep on hunting. That's why if there's ever a night crawler, it's hidden from others and they are immediately hunted down. It's kept down low. Because we're predators. We're not used to being the ones hunted.
God. I could have become one of those things that day.
I as well. Remember, you're not the only one that tried to eat Espoir.
True.
That's why the moment I saw his markings, I stopped. That's why I made sure none of you tried to eat him. That's why I'm trying to get him to stop acting like a human.
That would definitely help.
But back on track. The one clan that I could even possibly imagine doing such a thing would be the Dokkaebi. Because they were opportunists. They don't care about sides. They don't care about the other clans. They willingly turn innocent people into things like us. They
Good night,
willingly
Boo, I love
made
you.
night crawlers in the first place. Sometimes completely intentional. But because they are one of the clans, we can't do anything about it. It's not like we could hunt all of them down and annihilate them. Our god made them for a reason. That's why the wolf and the vampires never went to war or anything. Even if they hated each other, it still went against our god. So even if they made such monstrosities, we could do nothing. And it honestly would not surprise me if a Dokkaebi made a deal with a purist. Because that would be in their nature. They were conniving and manipulative. But I thought all of them were gone. just like the Fangire. So I could be wrong. And I really hope I am. Because on the off chance that I'm right, then that means that there is a chance. A chance that there might still be Nightcrawlers out there. And that terrifies me.
Oh my god. If they're anything like...
Yeah.
from the stories. Can't imagine what would happen. I hope for all of our sakes that your theory is wrong.
So do I. But I guess we'll just have to see.
If they do have any involvement, though, the Tokape. And we manage to get the opportunity, if there are any left. I don't care if they worshipped our god once, they will pay. For their actions led to all this. And I know that is not something our god would want. The balance. Everything. It's been thrown off because of what happened. And if their actions caused
I can't
this...
condemn an entire clan if it was the actions of just one. But if it turns out that it was a collective agreement, then we are in full right to annihilate them. But this requires subtlety and patience.
If it is the actions of just one, I will not fault the clan, but whether it is one or more, whoever was involved with this, if it is true, they will pay, and the innocents will be spared. After all, if I didn't, then I'd be no better.
The others don't know about the Nightcrawlers yet. At some point, I plan to tell them. Not sure if they'll believe me, though, since it is a bedtime story told to little kids to scare them. But you do know we're the 13 races, right? There's 13, not 12. Or at least, there was.
I had heard rumors, but again I was too young to really think about that sort of thing and the implications. My world was a lot smaller back then.
Well, wasn't it for all of us?
That is true. This is going to be very difficult to explain to the others. Everything.
But we'll manage.
Somehow.
I mean, that's our job as the oldest.
I suppose so. Oh, never thought I'd be in a sort of a father role.
Oh, please. I mean, y'all can call me mommy, but...
Well, I mean, you know I'm not afraid to.
Ayo.
It is at least nice to know I'm not alone. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the others very much, though. It is difficult to talk about these sort of things with them, with their lack of knowledge.
Well, that's why we gotta teach them. Someone's gotta do it.
That is true. And at least we're lucky to have you around as well. You are definitely more knowledgeable than me.
Yes, my hours of being forced to listen to my teacher drone on and on and on and on and on about politics is finally paying off.
Apparently.
Oh boy, they love saying they're learning about other races' favorite fucking food. All their customs, their rituals, including mating. Oh boy, did I enjoy that shit. No, I didn't. Oh boy, there's nothing else 8-year-old me would have loved to do during that time than sit down and learn ancient fucking history.
I will admit that sounds quite miserable.
Oh, it was.
But I guess at least it's finally paying off.
Oh, finally.
Hopefully it will definitely help us in succeeding. Now I just have to make sure that I survive the results of this bet, whatever the results might be.
Listen, if things go to shit, I got you.
Thank you. And please, for the love of God, don't let me become one of those things, because that would be... I'd rather die. Honestly, if I do end up becoming one of those things, just kill me before it happens. Thank you.
Yeah, same, please.
I have your back.
If I frenzy... Yeah, I should probably say this now. If I frenzy at any point, I want you all to just run. Because it's not that I, think you're lacking in abilities. It's just, from what I can remember, when I frenzy, I'm really fucking scary. I'm not loud. I'm not animalistic. I'm not going to try to lure you. I'm not going to give you time. Just run.
Understood.
Alright, you should probably head back. I am going to sleep on the beach, because I haven't done that in so long.
That's fair, I suppose. Ah, though it is a lovely night out, and the wind does feel nice. Just for the sake of not being alone, would you want some company?
Sure, as long as you're ready for the tide to come in at some point.
When the time comes, I will move further up. Make sure to try to avoid being swept away and drowned. Alright, and he's going to lay back. He's gonna put his arm out here, though, in case you want to at least cuddle into his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pillow.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck yeah. You have a good night, Noshu.
Thank you as well.